professional, an organized leader, and a doting mother. She's a passionate traveler and an extrovert who wins everyone with a positive attitude. I would request Ankita to take us through her journey.
Thank you so much, Payal, for such a flattering introduction. Hello, everybody. I'm Ankita, and I am from India. And I love to meet people and learn from culture and from experiences. As Payal mentioned, yes, I am guilty as charged. I am an extrovert. I have traveled a lot and I love traveling. In fact, if you think of it, I have traveled to almost all the states of India and at least one country in each continent, except for Antarctica, of course. Since last 6 years, though, I have been living in Singapore, so I've been soaking in the tropical climate completely. To talk a little bit about my childhood, my memories of my childhood includes growing up with my elder brother, who although was just 1.5 years elder to me, but always acted like my father. And a lot of cousins, and of course my parents, who were very individualistic and steadfast. With my mother, a PhD in chemistry, and my father, who retired as a head of a textile company, books have deeply influenced my childhood. I have been a big fan of almost all the subjects in my schooling days, except for one, chemistry. Even though my mother was a PhD on the subject, I think chemistry and we were never meant to be. Being very studious in my school days, I was a teacher's pet. But I've kind of aced the concept of being a topper in the class and yet being the backbencher. I have zillions and zillions of stories about how I've pulled pranks on my teachers and have gotten away with them just because I used to wear specs. I'm most comfortable being in a room full of strangers and finding my way in and exploring different personalities. My brother played a crucial part in me turning out that way. There have been multiple moments in my life that have acted as a pivotal defining moments for my career. One of the first ones of that was when my mother unilaterally decided to send me away to another city to pursue engineering, even after me winning a scholarship in a government college in my own hometown. It was heart-wrenching for me to see my own mother practically throwing me out of the house. While I hated her then, I cannot thank her enough for it now, as I was the first one in my home who actually moved out of it to pursue education. And I am very thankful for her to take such a brave decision against everyone telling her not to. It was her faith in me that just kind of rubbed on me forever, and the bravery too. While I was completing my graduation, I planned to move to US for further studies. But as fate would have it, right before I received my first US university invitation, I came to know that my mom had been diagnosed with stage 3 breast cancer. None of us were prepared, neither emotionally nor financially for it. But we got through it together, just because my mom led the way to us. This was the second big milestone in my life where I learned from my mom that to fight back in life and winning is not an option. I joined a US-based company right about that same time, which provided a very good salary, and that's what that mattered at that time. However, I decided I want to make the best use of the knowledge that I'm going to gain in this company. And lo and behold, I stayed in that company for 13 plus years. It was such an enriching and rewarding experience. At work, when I joined this company, I slowly moved on from developing solutions to managing a team of developers delivering innovative solutions. As my role grew, my exposure directly to the customers shrunk. But those were most rewarding moments for me. I really used to enjoy working together with a customer, figuring out their issues and answering those real-world problems that would truly make the difference for them in their business. So I decided while the development experience was very enriching for me, I want to move back to the support business. And that's when I decided to join the support business of our company's top accounts. I was one of the initial people who formed this team in Asia Pacific. With my boss sitting in the other side of the world, found myself making more and more executive decisions on behalf of our customers, and we grew exponentially as a result of helping them. During the 7 years in the leadership role, we grew from a 9-people team to 42. As the scope of the business increased, so did the scope of my role. And before I knew it, I was heading the East department of this support function, which was very, very rewarding experience for me. However, it completely compromised my work-life balance. I still remember that I was starting at about 7 a.m. every day, and I would continue to work till 10 or 11 p.m. every day, one day after another, just so that I could cover the time zones where my people were sitting and help the customers at the same time. As a working mother, this definitely takes a toll on you, and it's not at all sustainable. Additionally, there comes a time in your career when you feel saturated with the knowledge that you have gained. I was at that point. Right about that moment, back in 2018-19, I realized that in Singapore, there was a technological shift happening in the tech industry, where things were moving away from brick and mortar to cloud, and quite rapidly so. I had no knowledge about cloud services, but I wanted to challenge myself to do something new. So while I started studying about it, I was offered an opportunity in Amazon Web Services. I'd spent 13 plus years in telecom industry, and everything was known there. While I was stretched, I was settled too. My team had matured, but as a leader, I also realized that when you are building something, when you're investing so much of your time, energy on people and work, you need to be able to take a step back and just watch whether the machine that you have built, whether it will run it on its own or not. So I wanted to put my team, the one that I had put together from scratch over so many years, I wanted to put that team to a test also. At the same time, the selfish side of me, who wanted to challenge myself, wanted or was longing for something new as well. And that's when I decided to join Amazon. It provided me an opportunity to try something new, to try something from scratch, as I had done so many times in my previous company. And that was a motivating factor for me. So since the year that I've joined, which is, I guess, back in November of 2019, I've had the opportunity of working with equally motivated, like-minded, and just like me, technologically obsessed people who keep me on my toes. And I do every day something better just because of them. Here also, I'm part of a team which is relatively new, in an industry which has a lot of room for growth, and in technology which is going to be the answer for any new business problem. It's an extremely rewarding experience. However, now that I look back at it, I would not have taken this decision had I not learned the bravery and the sense of trying something new from my mom, who never showed an inch of doubt whenever she was going to try something new. She has rubbed her way of thinking and looking at things completely on me. It has been an extremely decision for me to move away from everything that I knew, but as my mother has shown me in every stage of her life, being brave and taking tough decisions is what makes us who we are. And that's who I am. So Payal, this is me telling a little bit about myself.
That was truly inspirational, Ankita. Hope lies in dreams, in imagination, and in the courage of those who dare to make their dreams into reality. Thanks for your time, Ankita.
Thank you.